Flower subscribers. This month you are getting Matsumoto Asters and also Sweet William. You're also getting some salal or lemon leaf tips to help you fill out your vase. So a few fun facts about these. So Sweet William is actually in the carnation and dianthus family, so it's long lasting. I think you should get 7 to 10 days out of these stems. Same go with your Matsumoto Asters. They are also long lasting. So they're in the carnation family. If you've been a subscriber for a while, you've gotten the Tricks before. So this is just kind of interesting. The Tricks carnations were actually bred to look like this without the bloom. If they had the bloom, they would be Sweet William. So they took the Sweet William, changed it up a little bit, so they just got these little Susical blooms. Anyways, Sweet William comes in all sorts of different colors, from shades to pink, to purple, to burgundy, to white. You may have an assortment in your subscription. Same goes for the Asters. So the Matsumoto Asters are native to East Asia. Like I said, come in lots of different colors, should be very long lasting. And then their genus name, which I'm not gonna try to pronounce, actually means beautiful crown, which makes a lot of sense. If we look very closely at them, can I get my camera to focus on them? There we go. If we look very closely at them, you can see they have a really beautiful center of yellow, but then all these little florets frame them in a beautiful little crown. So I want to take a quick moment to talk to you about your vase choice when you're arranging with your flowers. So if you've been a subscriber for a while, you probably have one of the Easy Arranger kits. If you need one, let us know. We're happy to share one with you. They can be very helpful when you are arranging and placing your flowers. But something else to consider is your vase choice. So this is a favorite of mine. It's a smaller vase and it has a narrower neck. So the narrower neck is going to help your flowers stay up the way you want them. If you are working with something like, this is a large cube, or lots of times we see these vases out there with a really large opening, I think we gravitate to them because we're picturing we want this large big bouquet. But depending on your flowers, it may not be the best. We can make something look more full and beautiful in a smaller mouth container than we can a larger one. It just gives you more control of your placement, and I don't know, it just works better. So another vase that we use a lot in the shop is just called a gathering vase. So this is a large one, but it comes in different sizes too. You can see how the neck is a little narrower. It helps keep the stems in place a little easier. It also helps place things at an angle. So if we go right along the vase, you get this angle to the side, where if you are in a vase like this that doesn't really have that angle, it's very difficult to get that same flare. They tend to want to go straight up. So just keep that in mind as you're choosing your vases. We always have plenty of vases on hand if you're interested in purchasing a new vase to arrange your flowers in. You can always hit up yard sales, it's yard sale season, or a thrift store and find neat vessels as well. But just keep that in mind as you're arranging. And if you are using something with a larger opening, I feel like these easy arrangers can really help you out if you're a beginner just starting to arrange. But let's go ahead and make something fun. So I'm gonna use my cube today. I'm gonna go without the easy arranger, but you could very easily put your easy arranger on there. And I am gonna start with my salal. And you probably have salal with multiple laterals. You can cut those apart. You want to make sure your vase has clean water with the flower food in there. That flower food is just going to help keep bacteria from growing and keep your flowers fed and hydrated. And I'm going to start with my greenery. I'm going to crisscross my stems as they go into the vase. If you're using something like the Easy Arranger, I still recommend crisscrossing your stems. It's just going to help keep your flowers in place better. As you're placing the stems into the vase, you want to make sure you're giving them all a nice clean trim. Just like our skin, if they are cut and they sit for too long, they start to heal up and then they won't get as good of a drink. And you want to make sure any of the leaves that would hit the water are removed. The reason we do that is just those extra leaves in the water are going to cause bacteria to grow, shorten the life of our flowers. Next, I think I'm gonna go in with my Sweet William. So this is often used as more like a filler flower. But in my large container like this, it's really gonna help with my grid and sort of basing my vase. And depending on the size of the stems that you got, sometimes they've just got a few little laterals, sometimes they have a lot. I'm gonna leave the laterals together though, leave that grouping. They're a little too short to cut apart. Now your Matsumotos may have come with multiple heads on a stem. You can very easily just cut those apart, remove any of that foliage. And then start placing them into your vase. Sometimes their heads can be a little heavy. Once they get a good drink, they should perk up for you and be able to support themselves. When I'm arranging, I like to think about the shape. So I kind of want to choose my height and then work my way around the arrangement so that I'm getting that nice round shape. Because the Matsumotos have so many different laterals, it may be more difficult to count that you got exactly 10 or 15 or 20 stems in your subscription. We may have divided them up a little bit differently, but trust me, you got the correct stem count. It just may seem like a little bit more because there's more blooms on each stem. I got a Sweet William that I missed over here. So my arrangement here in this cube is turning out to be very airy and more spread out, kind of low and lush, but depending on the vase that you select, it could feel more compact. If it's more compact, it won't feel as airy. It really just depends on the vessel that you choose, how short you cut your stems. And I think if you've been doing this for a little while with me, you can certainly know like, okay, these stems, maybe they need more support, or maybe I want to use a taller vase and a narrower vase. It's all kind of experimentation. There's no right or wrong, just certain methods may be more helpful. I hope you share your arrangements with us on the Facebook page. I always love to see what you guys come up with. Often I think people use them in different ways in their homes. Maybe they divide them into smaller containers, maybe they put them all in one, but I love seeing what you guys do when you share them with us. So thank you for being a subscriber. I do want to add, this is our 4th year. May marks 4 years of our subscription. And our very first subscription was only 1 subscriber. She's still on the roster, but her husband asked us to say, he just said, hey, do you ever do something like this? And it was something we considered, but I just never put the effort forth to do it. And I'm so glad he pushed me to do that because it has been wonderful connecting with you guys. It has pushed me to create more content and get more comfortable in front of the camera and to share my love of flowers with you and social media. And I think it just got the ball rolling on so many things. So I'm super excited that we have reached 4 years of our subscription. We missed 1 month due to COVID, but outside of that, it's gone pretty well. So we're thinking about adding a plant subscription. It might be, we might kick it off in June, kind of to celebrate. So give me your guys' feedback on that. Is that something that you'd be interested in, or maybe as a gift from somebody? I'm thinking maybe 3 months rather than 6 or 12 months. I certainly think it'd be a subscription that eventually you're gonna run out of places for all the plants. So we'll see how it goes. But if you have any suggestions, we love hearing from you. It's how you got started on the subscription, was your suggestions. So thank you so much, and can't wait to hear from you.